1991 was the year my father decided to drink himself to death. My mom had left him for good, and the rest of us had pretty much abandoned him. When my Aunt Yolanda found him passed out on his living room floor surrounded by empty bottles, she immediately called an ambulance and had him checked into a detox center. In El Salvador, it's impossible to get a second DUI because for the first one, you get executed. Southern California is a little more lenient. When you've been awarded your second DUI, you get the opportunity, well, they call it a mandate, to attend rehab, basically detention for grown-ups. So I get to spend the next 78 weeks every Tuesday with guys like Mo. Now, if there was a bar that sold all you can drink for $1, Mo will buy $2 worth. Mo didn't have a car. He rode a bicycle with the handlebar locked to the frame so he stay upright. And he still got a DUI on a bike. Now, you were supposed to show up at this program, at this alcohol rehab, and just tell the counselor, haven't had a drink, life's great, love sobriety. But they let you get away with any variation, even Mo's. Haven't had a life, drinks great, loves a brewery. Clearly, I didn't belong with these drunks. The reason why I was drinking so much was because I had too much time on my hands. Yeah, getting a job will probably get rid of it, right? So I made a list of all things I had going for me. One failed career as a tagger. All the gang members wanted to let me do was just hold the spray cans. 2 DUIs, 3 arrests, and 45 days served in county jail. What did that qualify me for? Law enforcement. Yep, just call me the Donnie Brasco of Tower Records. I alone was a thin brown line between the Tower Records merchandise and the hands of criminals, like myself. So one day, I was thumbing through the pages of Hot Rod magazine when something caught my eye. 2 suspicious-looking characters lurking near Ace of Base and Mariah Carey. When they slunked off near Right Said Fred, I knew they meant business. My mission was clear. Stop these shoplifting hooligans before their taste in music got any worse. I remember my procedural briefings from Ralph, the security chief at Tower Records, who could use his chest for a coaster for a 40-ounce. It is imperative to wait for the suspects to leave the premises before apprehending them. I broke into sweat. There was 2 of them, one of me. I reached for my walkie-talkie to call for backup. Then I realized, what walkie-talkie? What backup? So I waited outside for the ambush. As soon as these 2 suspects stepped out, I jumped and I raised my hands high to make it think like there were more of me. You know, like those old westerns when you want to corral wild horses. Whoa! Whoa! Hands on the wall, this is security. It worked. Well, what do I do now? In the back of the store, we had a little room with a wooden desk that we could use for interrogations, but mainly the storage room for cleaning supplies. Between the cleaning supplies, the desk, the suspects, and me, things were pretty cozy in there. Don't you know crime doesn't pay? Brushkin, pushkin, babushkin. What? Then there's a knock at the door. Hello, I am Ivan, tour guide. These children are part of Russian sightseeing tour. Well, these so-called tourists are gonna get a taste of good old American justice system. No. They are sorry. I will punish. They don't know what they do. Well, I don't know what I'm doing either. So I'm gonna call Ralph. Hello, Russians. You need to fill out the extradition Interpol addendum. The 506, kid. Right. Ralph says you're free to go. An international incident had just been averted, so I rushed over to Acapulco to get the last minutes of happy hour. Stoli, please. In honor of the Russian youth I just spared. One more, please, for Ivan. One more, please, for the Kremlin. My life is just one big party. I get to my alcohol program, haven't had a drink, life's great, love sobriety. But lies, as they say, have short legs. And it's only a matter of time before the truth catches up to them. Oh. Dario, wake up. Let's go. Come on. What's my sister doing in my apartment? Why is my bed as hard as a desktop? Which reminds me, I should be at work. Oh, I am at work. I'm so drunk at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I passed out on my desk. It's time to go, Dario. But I got a couple of hours left on my shift. Let's go. Now. I've never heard this tone in her voice before. So I get up, and the room is spinning. She holds me by the arm and escorts me through the store. How pathetic. Some security guard he is. Is he drunk or what? I respond by throwing up in the new kids on the block. She takes me to her apartment. Why is he here? Because I called him. So you're sober now, huh? Congratulations. What, you're here to rescue me? Fuck you! I learned from the best, right? Right? I'm not here to rescue nobody. I'm here to listen because you are my son, and I love you. I sure as hell was not ready for that. I can't do this anymore, Father. Help me. I saved you a seat at the AA meeting. Well, I guess this is my rock bottom, because from this point on, I do the alcohol program for real. But 70 days into my sobriety, my mom wants to go visit my grandmother in Lancaster because she just lost an eye due to diabetes. She's too nervous to drive, so she's asked me to drive. Yeah, I don't have a license, but come on, Abuelita only has one eye. I mean, what's going to happen? That's right. The law happened. How do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, have a seat. Espanol, culpable, no culpable, siéntate. English, Your Honor, and I believe the word is siéntese. I'm trying to be helpful, right? Authority figures love it when you're helpful. That's what I said. Siéntate. Don't get smart with me, amigo. You've been charged with violation of probation. You're looking at Tres Diaz in jail, son. My public defender chimes in. I can get it cut down to 2 weeks. Just say culpable. Can I get my own legal counsel, Your Honor? Hey, case closed. That didn't sound like culpable. Bailiff. This wetback doesn't comprende. Don't call these beaners wetbacks, sir. They hate that. Your Honor, I do comprende. I just want to seek my own legal counsel, sir. Listen up here, siéntate. You got 30 days to seek for counsel. Next! So now I have to come up with a lawyer, right? So I end up in the offices of a lawyer named Stephen Day in Beverly Hills. I tell him my story, and he's clearly not impressed. So I bring in the big guns. I'm 100 days sober. A member of AA, huh? Yeah, your dad told me. So am I. Now, maybe you'll be able to follow this. You shouldn't have been driving, you fucking idiot. But because you completed 12 months of your alcohol program, you qualify for a restricted license. It's probably your only shot at not doing time. Now, this may not make any sense to you, but if you don't want your life to go completely down the toilet, then start taking responsibility for your own actions. Stephen Day didn't say anything 100 other people hadn't told me before. But just like Miss McInnes in the 7th grade, once Stephen said it, I got it. So I spend the next entire day at the Department of Motor Vehicles and finally get a clerk who would listen to my story. And I get out of there with an interim license. Fabuloso. How do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, have a seat. Espanol, culpable, no culpable. Your Honor, Siete. What's it gonna be, hombre? I have an integrate license. In a what? Bailiff, bring me Siete's inner stuff here. Well, what the devil? Well, all looks in order here. But you were still in violation of your probation. 15 days Caltrans. I hope you learned something from all this, Siete. If I've learned anything, it's that it's impossible to know how far a single act of help will reach. A single act of compassion. The only reason I made it this far is because along the way, people here and there decided to stop and offer help. Some gave me just their time, others much more. I really doubt Miss McInnes ever thought I'd be speaking English in front of a paying audience. Hey, I know it's a pain in the ass when someone can't speak English, but just remember, not everyone came on the Mayflower. There's a history behind every face you're passing by, or passing over, or buying oranges from. Since the assassination of Monsignor Romero, my life was changed dramatically. In recent events, my father relapsed, and just like his brother, Uncle Americo, alcohol claimed the life of another member of my family. And I'm still trying to reach that Coca-Cola bottle. And I came close by landing my first principal in a motion picture where I play an illegal alien crossing the border. My agents assured them that I was uniquely qualified for the role. And in 2007, my life was changed dramatically again. This time for the better. I'm a father, a healthy, beautiful boy. So it was natural that I name him Romero. Blah, 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 free. Blah, 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 brave. As the road to your naturalization ceremony comes to an end, a new road begins. Let me be the first to address you as my fellow Americans. You may now begin the flag-waving ritual. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.